Welcome back. This is lesson 6.2, Convert Units of Capacity. You're going to need your chapter 6 vocabulary page as well. I will be able to correctly convert units of capacity in both customary, or standard is another one word you use, customary and metric units of measurement. Okay, vocab on this page. Okay, capacity. Capacity is the amount an object can contain, or volume. So go ahead and fill that in. The amount an object can contain, also known as volume. So, a fluid ounce is about a swallow of water. So imagine how much you drink in a swallow. That's about an ounce. Okay? A cup. Actually, let me tell you a little story. You've probably heard it before. The Kingdom of Gallon. So see my big G written here? Queens. Each queen had a princess. So you can see a prince and a princess. And then each prince and princess had 2 cats. Okay, I tell you that little story to help you remember that a cup is made up of 8 fluid ounces. That is not part of that story. I don't have anything to go with that for the story. But a cup is made up of 8 fluid ounces. A pint, or the prince and princess, each have 2 cats. That's because there are 2 cups in a pint. A quart is made up of 2 pints. That's why there's a prince and a princess, or 2 inside of a cube. And a gallon is made up of 4 quarts. That's why there are 4 queens in the Kingdom of Gallon. Analysis. Make sure that all numbers are improper fractions first if necessary. So if I'm converting 4 cups into pints, I'm going to write 4 cups as an improper fraction of 4 over 1. Now I want to times it by a conversion factor that is equal to 1, but is going to help me cancel out cups and leave me with pints. So we know that 1 pint is equal to 2 cups. So I'm going to write 2 cups on the bottom. The reason I want cups on bottom is because I want these to cross cancel. Cups, I want to cancel out cups. 2 cups is equal to 1 pint. Now if I cancel out cups, you see how I'm left with pints? That's the unit I want. Okay, now I can also cross cancel numbers. Remember how we have something on top and on bottom of a times problem with fractions? We can cross cancel and simplify it beforehand. Well, I know that 2 can go into 4, so 2 divided by 2 is 1. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So I can make this even simpler on me before I multiply anything. 2 times 1 is 2, so I got 2 pints over 1 times 1 is 1. And 2 divided by 1 is the same as 2. So 4 cups is the same as 2 pints. What if we're going from pints to fluid ounces? I'm going to make this an improper fraction. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 1 is 7. So 7 over 2 is the same as 3.5. See how we have pints? Well, I want to cancel out pints, so I want to have something with pint on the bottom, so it'll cancel out. What do I know is equal to a pint that's going to go in the direction of fluid ounces? Fluid ounces are smaller than pints, but there's something between pints and fluid ounces. It would be cups. So I know that 1 pint is equal to how many cups? 2 cups. Now cups isn't what I want. I want fluid ounces. So I want to cancel out cups. And I'm going to turn it into fluid ounces. Now see how I've set these up so I can cross cancel them? Now how many cups are equal to how many fluid ounces? 1 cup is equal to 8 fluid ounces. All I've done is set things that are equal to each other. So it's like timesing by 1. But now I can cross-cancel pints. I can also cross-cancel cups. And I am left with the unit that I want, fluid ounces. Now, if I can do any cross-canceling in the numbers, I want to do that. I have a 2 on the bottom and a 2 up here, so 2 divided by 2 is 1. 2 divided by 2 is 1. That's going to make it even easier on me. 7 times 1 is 7, times 8 is 56 on top, over 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. So in other words, 3.5 pints is the same as 56 fluid ounces. All right, how about this one? 14 pints, and I want to get to gallons. Okay, this time I'm going up in size, so I'm going to make this improper. So 14 pints over 1. If I want to get to gallons, there's something between pints and gallons. I need to cancel out pints. I know that pints and quarts are related. 2 pints equals 1 quart. So pints will cancel out. That's what I wanted. But now I'm stuck with quarts and I want gallons. So I'm going to times by the conversion factor that will equal gallons and quarts. I know that there are 4 quarts. So I want quarts on bottom, so it'll cancel out. Equal to 1 gallon. So quarts cancels quarts, and I have the unit I want. Now I'm going to cross-cancel numbers if I can. I know that 2 goes into both 2 and 14, so 2 divided by 2 is 1. 14 divided by 2 is 7. Multiply across the top. 7 times 1 is 7, times 1 is 7 again. So I get 7 on top. 1 times 1 times 4 is 4. So I got 7/4 gallons. And now for my final answer, I can turn that into a mixed number. 4 goes into 7 one whole time. And that would leave me with 3 left over. So 1 3/4 gallons is the same as 14 pints. Okay, 6 fluid ounces, and I want to turn it into cups. I know I have 6. I'm going to make that improper, so I'm going to put it over 1. 6 fluid ounces. I want to cancel out fluid ounces, so I want fluid ounces on the bottom. Now, how many fluid ounces are related to cups? A cup is made up of 8 fluid ounces, so 1 cup equals 8 fluid ounces. Now that I've set up my conversion factor, fluid ounces will cancel out fluid ounces, and it gets me to the cups that I want. So I've got cups. I'm happy with that. Now I'm going to cross-cancel numbers if I can. I know that 2 goes into both 8 and 6, so that would give me 4 here and 3 up here. 3 times 1 is 3. Over 1 times 4 is 4. So I have 3/4 cups. So 6 fluid ounces is the same as 3/4 of a cup. All right, last one we're going to do together. 2 1/4 quarts. Let's make this improper. 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9. 9 quarts, so 9 over 4 is the same as 2 1/4. And I want to go from quarts to gallons. I want to cancel out quarts. And quarts and gallons are related. They're next to each other. So I know that 4 quarts is the same as 1 gallon. Now cross-cancel if I can. Quarts cross-cancels quarts. That was what I want because I want gallons when I'm done. Cross-cancel numbers if I can. I can't, so I'm just going to multiply 9 times 1 is 9 over 4 times 4 is 16. So 9/16 of a gallon is the same as 2 1/4 quarts. All right, now let's try the metric system. Okay, let's fill this out again. I know we filled out one similar yesterday. So king, hector, so kilo, hecto, deca. King Hector died unexpectedly, so here's where my unit goes. Drinking chocolate milk. Deci, centi, and milli. Okay, we are talking about capacity. So capacity unit is liter. So anytime we're talking about the unit, it's going to be liter or deciliter or kiloliter or deciliter or milliliter. That's when we're talking about capacity. So a liter is about the size of 2 plastic water bottles combined. So you know those regular water bottles that you can buy in packs of 24 at the store? 2 of those together is 1 liter. And a milliliter is about, I think it's about 10 drops of water. It's really small. All right, so we're going to convert. Remember how going up, this is 10 times bigger. So this is a bigger unit, bigger unit, bigger unit. So every time we go up, we're going to have to divide because it's going to take less and less of these larger units to make the one next to it. But lovely thing about it is it's just dividing by 10 every time. So when you're going down, you times by 10. So if I'm going from centiliters to milliliters, centiliters to milliliters, I'm going down 1 step. Because I'm going down, I've got to multiply it by 10. So I'm going to times it by 10. Okay, remember when you times by 10, you can just move the decimal once to the right and make it a bigger number. So this would be 2,400 milliliters is the same as 240 centiliters. Hectoliters to liters. So hecto is right here, and I'm going to liters, which is the unit. So I'm going down 1, 2. So because I'm going down 2, I'm going to times by 10 twice, which is the same as timesing by 10 once. Twice, it's the same as timesing by 100. Times by 100, I can move the decimal 1, 2 places to the right. Timesing by 100 makes it a bigger number. So it would be 5.6 liters. See how we can just move that decimal 1, 2 places? 2,476 milliliters, and this time I'm going to liters. So I'm going from milli and I'm going up to liter. So that means I'm going to divide by 10 once, twice, 3 times. Divide by 10 once, twice, 3 times means I'm really dividing by 1,000. I'm measuring by something 1,000 times larger. So this number is going to end up being smaller because these are really small, these are much larger. So I'm going to move the decimal. The decimal is at the end of this number. 1, 2, 3 times to make the number smaller. So it would be 2.476 liters. Okay, deciliter to deciliter. Little d, deci, big D, deca. So I'm going up 1, 2 units. That means I'm going to be dividing by 10 twice, which is the same as dividing by 100. So I'm going to move that decimal 1, 2 times to make it smaller. So this would be 0.148 deciliters. Okay, rate yourself on this concept, 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4. Take a picture and submit it in Google Classroom.